Wow, you guys, I appreciate you guys and thank you. Thanks for the disc, bro. I really like it. So, I feel like I'm back in school. Okay, I'm hearing all this stuff from Cerritos College. Okay, you should have just said you were high, and you could have stayed in school. I know at first I didn't believe that, but then lately, like, the admitting and being known, with the drug stuff, I kind of believe that, but I think there would have been a consequence for it. But yeah, that's what it was, bro. Like since I had never did drugs, bro. I wouldn't have been able to tell you like how I won out of college. I guess you know what I mean. But uh, but yeah, I understand. I see your viewpoint on that. Thanks for remembering, bro. I seriously did want to do that at Cerritos College, the radio stuff and all that. That was the fun stuff, I just got there, or whatever, and the student body is crazy, bro. You know what I mean. But uh, but yeah, thanks for. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Thanks for that. You're right, bro, because I use that now. But depending on where you live, depends on the rules and stuff when it comes to drugs. I guess, because I guess here in Vegas, you have to know the medicinal effects of drugs or something. You know what I mean? And you gotta know what the medical side believes about it, and then you gotta be like known in the anonymous world and stuff. So you have to identify, and you have to go through addiction, through the addiction world, and you gotta go through addiction through medicine, and then you gotta go through anonymous quitting, and then you gotta go through known quitting because they don't give you your way. Because had the way, had I known that tool before doing these loops, I would have been done because the first thing I did was smoke weed, and then I told my mom that I smoke weed because the community around me was being mean, and then and then the world stopped being mean because I told my mom, and after I told my mom, I stopped smoking weed. So so that's what happened. So yeah, I believe what you say, but I think that would work with somebody that was known in school or somebody that But when you're not known and they don't teach drug etiquette at college, it's kind of hard. But I'm really grateful that that guy came back. And he reminded me about drugs and how it's an external disease, a social disease, and like you have to you have to gain the ability to be remembered back or whatever. It's like a hit, I guess, You got hit at a position and the world forgot. Now the world's remembering you. So thanks for remembering me and I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Making the connection like where, when people remember me, they can, assess it since I'm known and I admitted like, yeah, dude, it was drugs, bro. Like, I won out of college. Like I did math and then fucking it just in and out, bro. And I hear it's like 15 years punishment in there. Okay, we did the 15 plus, but because it's been more, So yeah, I'm grateful. So thanks for the diss, bro. I feel blessed, bro. I'm taking it in a good way, bro. Because man, the guy came back, and then we started talking about being mental surgeons and brains, and they're supposed to correct my life since they hit me. Okay, that was cool. So I think they're supposed to like fix my grades or something like that since they hit me, and I'm grateful. So yeah, go ahead and fix the stuff you messed up because people don't mess up unless they're made to mess up. So yeah, I'm really grateful and thanks for the disc. Thanks for remembering me and just yeah, man, help me reconnect. Help me get the social brain cells to work. That's where people remember you before drugs, so that you are above drugs. You know what I mean? So I love that shit. I love when people remember me before drugs because it trumps whatever like life thinks of me now. So thanks for knowing me. Thanks for taking the time. Yeah, hell yeah, I wanted to do that, dude. I really did. But for some reason, I guess there's like you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way in college. It's like you're just filling in the gaps or whatever. So I'm grateful. So it looks like we're back at Cerritos College and we're thinking about buying this stuff like to do what the class teaches, but do it in real life. It's weird. So I don't know. I'm just really grateful. So that's what's going on. And yeah, bro, when it comes to college, bro, I guess I was forced to be a bad student, bro. You know, even if I wanted to be a good student, I couldn't be a good student. That's crazy, bro. It's like having to be who you don't want to be, you know? It's weird, bro. So that's what it is. So as your boy said, we here in Las Vegas being grateful for being remembered for going through drugs and stuff because of the fact that now we don't have to go through it. I keep documenting the fact that I went through it so that people can recognize the fact that, you know, I did it. I don't have to do it later. It's kind of like when you see older companies and they went through poverty and they went through like a broke phase and all that stuff, and now they're coming back and they don't have to get poured in or do that, you know, because of the fact that they already did it, you know. So that's why I document it so I don't have to do it, and when I do it again, it's like different, you know. It's crazy, but that's what it is, you kids. So just thank you. Thanks for remembering me. Yeah, that is me struggling trying to kick at Houghton Park, bro. Like seriously, that is me trying. That's me not doing drugs, bro. Being sick as fuck next to the tree, like blah blah. You know what I mean? And that is me struggling, bro, to like stay off stuff. But that is the community coursing and forcing, you know, right there. And that shit sucks, bro. But I guess your boy did the dip to be in Long Beach, and the boy did the dip to be in Cerritos, and I got in trouble in Norwalk. It's all this good shit. But anyways, so thanks. And the other thing I was gonna say, I'm not a douche when it comes to immigration, bro. It's just people don't see the blessing of maybe tomorrow with immigration reform. Maybe they can like use the felony, the conviction of getting caught at the border as a timestamp of how long people have been in the country, because of the fact that you have to think about it this way: when you're illegal and you're an immigrant, you can't get an ID, you can't get a job. So how do you prove how long you've been in the country? You know, that probably could be used later on tomorrow as something positive. And then at the same time, when you come into a country, you have to obey the laws of the country. So maybe that's the drastic compliance to show America that you can be a model citizen. You know what I mean? By punishing you when you get here, so that people see that you can obey the laws. You know, because otherwise they won't give you a chance. And if you get in trouble with drugs and stuff, it looks worse than getting in trouble with being afraid for your life. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not a douche when it comes to immigration. It's just the fact that I'm an immigrant. I went through it and I know what I'm talking about. Everybody gets hit in America. If you're an immigrant, you're gonna get hit, and you're gonna have your day in court. And it's called being a citizen of America and having to obey the laws. You know, so it's like this could be a shine time and a negative time. You know, shine for tomorrow, but today it's negative. Because, you know, I think Hispanic is the next wave to occupy America, bro. You know, because we've been neutral, we went through everything, and you know, we're starting to occupy America. And think about it, they're making money off of us immigrating to America, so we're keeping Americans employed. You know, so tomorrow, all those immigrants that came and got caught might be able to use that as a timestamp to prove that they've been in the country for X amount of years or X amount of time, because of the fact that they can't get an ID and they can't get a job, you know. So think about it that way, you know. Somebody gave a fuck, and then at the same time, they're like, okay, think about it. All these people are coming here knowingly fucking up and paying American people in the prison systems, in the correction systems. If it wasn't for them doing that act, ICE would not get paid, bro. Think about that shit. So think about it in a positive light, you know. It's ridiculous. Look at this.